In today's video tutorial, we talk about a picot single crochet. So you may be familiar from other patterns with the 3-chain picot single crochet. So the normal picot single crochet is worked through both loops. Then we pull up another loop, so we have 2 loops on the hook here. And now we're working 3 chains, but only going through the last loop that we made. 1, 2, 3. And then we pull through that other loop that we had on the hook, and then we continue. So that creates a little picot that we sometimes may need to pull forward. And we've got a picot here. It's like that loop of chains going forward. Now there's a variation of this stitch where we go through the front loop only, and then we pull a loop through, and then we're making our 3 chains. And now instead of pulling through, we go in the back loop of the same stitch. And then we pull through all the loops on the hook, which were 3. We need this stitch because it's anchoring this picot single crochet down. We need this stitch when we follow with a special stitch, for example. Or we can use it if we just want to anchor that stitch a bit more. This one leaves a little bit of a gap, so we're working over that over that stitch here, but it can leave a little bit of a gap. And if you have lots and lots of those picot single crochet stitches, then it may widen your piece a little bit. It may, not necessarily, but this one really anchors it down. So another variation of this stitch is a 2-chain picot single crochet. Again, I'm only working in the front loop, then I pull the loop through, and I'm making only 2 chains, like that. And then I also anchor that down, so I'm going into the back loop of the same stitch, and now I'm pulling this loop through all loops on the hook. It's a little bit narrower because the chain is not as long, but what happens here, I'm just going to make 2 more so that you can see the effect. So it's a very petite stitch compared to the other 2, and that's when we don't want this to be so dominant. When we just want a little bit of an elevation, you may still need to pull it forward so that we actually can see that there is something. And you can always choose between the 2, making only 2 chains or making 3 chains, or actually between the 3, and anchoring or not anchoring. However, as I said, when you're working a special stitch, you should be using one of those anchored variations, so that's better. So that's it. That's the picot single crochet. It's a decorative stitch that we're using in Image Overlay Crochet, and you can learn more about Image Overlay Crochet on the website www.blacksheepcrochet.com, and there are lots of tutorials especially for these kind of stitches, decorative stitches that we're using in Image Overlay Crochet, IOC. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. If you did, please like it and maybe also subscribe. It helps me with the channel, to grow the channel and to reach more people, so that would be awesome. Thank you so much in advance, and I look forward to maybe seeing you or hearing your comments in this and one of the next tutorials. Until then, take good care. Bye.